You might spend your whole life working full-time for a $5,000 a month salary, which some people argue is a small reward for decades of effort.
Or you could invest $10 a day and let two ETFs do the heavy lifting. One builds income, the other builds wealth. Together, they could retire you with a $2 million portfolio and pay you $17,000 a month, passively, for life. In this video, I'm going to show you and Josh how two ETFs can do what most retirement plans never will. I'll break down how these funds were picked and what kind of results they've delivered over time. In the end, I'll show you an ETF that turns a $10 daily investment into a portfolio that pays over $15,000 in monthly dividend income, and another ETF that turns that same $10 a day into a massive $2 million retirement fund. But first, let's take a quick reality check together. Just you and me, talking like friends. Right now, the average full-time worker in the US earns about $62,000 a year. Not bad on paper, right? It's enough to cover bills, maybe save a little, and hopefully enjoy some comforts along the way. But here's where things start to feel a little off. You're trading roughly 40 hours a week, every week, for decades. You show up, work hard, and do everything by the book. And if you're diligent, if you play it safe and contribute steadily to your 401k, guess what you'll likely end up with by retirement? About $244,000. That's the average 401k balance for folks between 55 and 64 years old. After a lifetime of effort, that's the reward. Now, I'm not saying that number's nothing. It's definitely something. But if we're being honest, it's not even close to enough to truly replace a full-time income, let alone fund the kind of freedom most people dream about for their retirement. And this isn't a hypothetical. These are real numbers pulled from solid sources like the US Bureau of Labor Statistics and NerdWallet. The full breakdown's there if you want it, but the bottom line is simple. Most people are working their whole lives for a retirement that still feels tight. So now the question becomes, is there a smarter way to play this game? Because if the traditional path is leading most people to this kind of result, maybe it's time to rethink the strategy. And that's exactly where this 2 ETF approach steps in. My income goal? Simple. Build a steady stream that can beat what the average retirement gives you. Something like 15 grand a month in passive income. That money's coming in, whether I'm working or not. And for that, I've got one ETF doing the heavy lifting. Then there's the second goal. Grow a portfolio that could hit 7 figures over time. Not from gambling on risky stocks, but by stacking solid growth year after year. That's where the second ETF comes in. So yeah, 2 goals, 2 ETFs. One plan that could seriously change the way you think about wealth building. And it starts by understanding why keeping it simple is actually the smartest move you can make. The financial world loves complexity. There's always a new chart, a new fund, a new trend. CNBC runs 24/7 for a reason. It's built on the idea that more information equals better decisions. But here's the uncomfortable truth. More complexity usually means worse performance. Study after study shows that most actively managed funds, the ones with the highest fees and the smartest sounding managers, consistently underperform the market. Not by a little. Over time, nearly 80% of them lose to a simple index fund. Why? Because complexity breeds mistakes. It breeds overtrading, emotional decisions, and chasing what's hot instead of what's working. Warren Buffett, arguably the greatest investor of all time, has said repeatedly that most people should avoid trying to beat the market. Instead, they should own it. Buy simple, low-cost, diversified funds and hold them for a long time. John Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, went even further. Don't look for the needle in the haystack, just buy the haystack. That's where the 2 ETFs we're talking about come in. They're not exciting in the way meme stocks are. They don't make headlines like Bitcoin. But they do something far more important. They work. They've consistently grown, paid dividends, and weathered every kind of market condition, while most people were glued to their screens. Simplicity gives you clarity. It lets you avoid decision fatigue. You don't have to wonder what to buy next or when to sell. You just stick to the plan, and the plan is built on decades of evidence, not daily predictions. The real edge in investing isn't being smarter than everyone else, it's being more consistent. Most people fail not because they pick the wrong stock, but because they pick a good one and then sell it too early, or they panic in a crash, or they get distracted by the next big thing. So the question isn't, how do I beat the market? The real question is, how do I stop getting in my own way? And the answer begins with picking the right tools, the right ETFs, and letting them do what they were built to do. Let's move to the stock selection criteria. Now, with thousands of ETFs out there, narrowing it down to just 2 might seem like a wild bet, but when you know what to look for, it becomes less about guessing and more about filtering for performance. So let's break down exactly how I selected the 2 stocks for my strategy. First, I looked for funds that had a strong track record. That doesn't mean they had to beat the market every single year, but they needed to show consistency over time, through bull runs, crashes, and sideways markets. The goal isn't to find a fund that shines in only one condition, but one that survives and grows through all of them. Next, I focused on dividend yield. Why? Because dividends don't lie. They represent actual cash paid to shareholders, and they reward you just for holding the investment. But I didn't just chase high yields. I wanted sustainable dividends, meaning the companies inside the fund have strong enough earnings to keep paying, and ideally, increase those payouts every year. That brings us to dividend growth. It's one thing to get paid today, it's another to see that payment grow year after year. The strength of rising dividends is often underestimated, but it's what turns modest income now into sustainable, reliable cash flow later. Over time, even small increases compound into something significant, and that's how a few extra dollars in the early years can evolve into thousands in monthly income without adding a single extra penny out of pocket. In a couple of minutes, I'll show you an ETF that turns a $10 daily investment into a portfolio that pays over $15,000 in monthly dividend income, and another ETF that turns that same $10 a day into a massive $2 million retirement fund. Back to the succession criteria. I also looked at share price growth, because while income is great, you also want your portfolio itself to grow in value. That's where compounding takes over. The longer you stay invested, the more those gains start working on top of each other. And finally, I dug into the holdings of each fund, the actual companies inside. Are they spread across solid sectors? Are they well managed? Profitable? Do they make stuff people use no matter what the economy's doing? So here's the blend. One ETF is selected on the basis of creating income growth because it boosts the cash flow with rising dividends, and does so with a disciplined value-based strategy. The other is picked because it mimics what most people hope to get from their retirement accounts: long-term, aggressive capital growth driven by global tech leaders. I'll break down both in detail, starting with the one designed to pay you. This is the income engine of the strategy, and its name is SCHD. The Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, or SCHD, is one of the most respected dividend-focused ETFs in the market. Its reputation is built not on hype, but on its ability to deliver strong, consistent income and stable capital growth through high-quality U.S. companies. It's an ETF designed for investors who want to build wealth without constantly checking charts or reacting to news headlines. Historically, SCHD has shown solid performance across different time periods. In the most recent 12 months, it delivered a return of 1.9%, holding up well through a year marked by volatility and uncertainty. Over the past 5 years, SCHD gained 47.66%, reflecting steady capital appreciation. Over a 10-year span, SCHD has more than doubled in value, gaining 100.25%, underscoring its ability to generate real, lasting returns, all while consistently paying out dividends. The strength of SCHD lies in its holdings, companies that are well-established, profitable, and generous with their dividends. Its portfolio includes names like Coca-Cola, holding 4.32%, Verizon 4.29%, Altria 4.23%, Lockheed Martin, Cisco, ConocoPhillips, Home Depot, and a bunch of household names. Together, the top 10 holdings make up about 41% of the ETF. These are not high-growth disruptors. They're stable, revenue-generating giants. When you break down the sectors, you'll find SCHD is tilted toward consumer defensive 19.58%, energy 18.98%, and healthcare 14.44%. These sectors provide products and services people can't easily cut from their lives, making them more resilient during economic downturns. SCHD also spreads some weight into industrials and tech, around 11% each, which adds a bit of efficiency and innovation to the mix. And to round things out, it has smaller chunks in areas like consumer cyclical, financials, and communication services, just enough to keep things balanced without watering down the strategy. As for the core financial metrics that define SCHD's appeal, it starts with a dividend yield of 3.97%. This is well above the market average and provides a solid baseline of income. But income alone isn't enough. That's where SCHD's 10-year dividend growth rate stands out. Over the past 10 years, SCHD's dividends have grown at an average rate of 11.3% every year. And with a 7.02% average annual share price appreciation, SCHD strikes a rare balance. It grows your capital while growing your income. All of this comes with an ultra-low expense ratio of 0.06%, which keeps more of your gains in your account. This makes SCHD not only reliable, but efficient, a critical factor when investing for the long term. Let's say you start investing just $10 a day into SCHD, and every time this ETF pays you a dividend, you don't spend it, you reinvest it. So after 1 year, your investment would add up to $3,650. This sets the stage for future growth. Stay consistent, and by year 10, you will have built it up to around $65,000. Fast forward to year 20, and your investment will have reached about $320,000, all from simply sticking with that $10 a day habit. Now here's where it gets really exciting. By the time you hit year 30, your portfolio will have crossed into millionaire status, sitting at roughly $1.79 million. These numbers are based on SCHD's historical growth and reinvestment behavior. The most compelling part? The dividend income you'd be receiving by year 30? $199,000 annually, or around $17,000 every single month. The total value of the portfolio stands at $1,683,000. When we break it down, $656,000 comes from capital appreciation, while a substantial $1,027,000 is the result of reinvested dividends. That means over 57% of your wealth in this strategy doesn't come from market movement, it comes from owning an ETF that pays you and then putting those payments back to work. Now let's shift gears to the second half of this powerhouse duo, the ETF that's all about acceleration and long-term growth. If SCHD is the income engine of this portfolio, QQQ is the rocket fuel. The Invesco QQQ ETF with a ticker symbol QQQ is one of the most well-known and heavily traded ETFs in the world, and for good reason. It tracks the NASDAQ 100 index, giving you direct exposure to 100 of the largest non-financial companies listed on the NASDAQ. These are the innovators, the disruptors, and the powerhouses that are shaping the future of the global economy. Over the last decade, QQQ has developed a reputation not just for consistent performance, but for dominant performance. Looking at its recent returns, the numbers speak for themselves. In the past year alone, QQQ is up 15.47%, showing its resilience and ability to bounce back quickly from volatility. Over the past 5 years, it has delivered a stunning 122.05% return. And zooming out to a 10-year view, QQQ has skyrocketed by 381.11%. That kind of compounding is what separates retirement from the simple 401k retirement accounts. So, what's really driving those big returns from QQQ? It all comes down to what's inside. This ETF is built to lean into technology big time. Over half of its entire portfolio, about 52%, is made up of tech companies. That means you're heavily invested in innovation and scalability, businesses that grow rapidly and dominate global markets. Following tech, there's communication services making up 15.74% of the ETF, consumer cyclical 13.39%, and smaller allocations to sectors like healthcare, industrials, utilities, and real estate. But the real star of QQQ is its top holdings, the companies that define the modern world. Right at the top, you've got Microsoft, which makes up about 8.6% of the fund. Then comes Nvidia at 8.3%, Apple at 7.6%, Amazon at 5.5%, and Broadcom at 4.7%. Just those five alone, they make up more than a third of the entire ETF. And it doesn't stop there. QQQ also includes giants like Meta, Netflix, Tesla, Costco, and Alphabet, some of the most dominant players across social media, streaming, clean energy, retail, and search. Altogether, the top 10 holdings account for just over 50% of QQQ's total value. A highly concentrated bet on the winners of tomorrow. First off, the dividend yield is on the lower side, sitting at about 0.58%, and that's totally expected. Most of the companies in QQQ are focused on growth. They're reinvesting profits back into their businesses instead of paying them out. But that doesn't mean dividends are off the table. Over the last 10 years, QQQ has still managed to grow its dividend payouts at an average rate of 10.3% a year. So even though the income is small now, it's quietly growing in the background. But the real star here is the share price growth. QQQ's average annual return from price appreciation alone is a whopping 16.78%. If that trend continues, it means your money could more than double every 5 years. That's the kind of compounding that turns a small start into serious wealth. Now, let's quickly touch on fees. QQQ has an expense ratio of 0.2%, a little higher than SCHD, but still very low for what you're getting. You're gaining access to some of the most innovative, high-performing companies on the planet without needing to pick individual stocks or pay for active management. Alright, so what happens if you invest the same way we talked about with SCHD, just $10 a day with dividends reinvested? Here's how it plays out. After year 1, you'll have $3,650. After 10 years, your portfolio will have grown to about $82,000. Keep going, and by year 20, you're looking at $478,000. And by the end of year 30, you're in a whole new league. Your portfolio will have reached around $2.36 million. By year 30, you'd be receiving $1,700 per year in dividends, or about $150 a month. That might not sound life-changing, but remember, QQQ's purpose isn't to generate income now. It's to grow your capital to a level where you have complete flexibility later. So where is all that growth coming from? Out of the $2.24 million total portfolio value, about $2.23 million comes from capital appreciation, pure growth. The remaining $17,000 comes from reinvested dividends. This confirms QQQ's identity. It's a compounding machine, not a cash cow, and it works best for investors who have time, patience, and the discipline to let growth snowball. At the beginning of this video, we set out with 2 clear goals. First, to grow your money into a serious life-changing amount over time. Second, to create an income stream strong enough to rival or even replace a full-time job. Now that we've talked through both ETFs, let's step back and see how they deliver on those goals. SCHD checks the income box with confidence. It's not just about earning dividends, it's about dividends that grow, compound, and eventually take on a life of their own. 30 years from now, SCHD alone could be paying you around $17,000 a month, well above the average American monthly salary of $5,000. QQQ, on the other hand, crushes the growth side of the equation. It doesn't produce much income up front, but that's not what it's built for. It's designed to take your contributions and scale them fast. By year 30, your QQQ portfolio alone would be worth over $2.3 million, absolutely crushing the average 401k savings amount of $244,000. That's the kind of number that gives you real freedom, not just to retire, but to live on your terms whenever you decide it's time. SCHD gives you the cash flow, QQQ gives you the scale, and together they build the perfect income and growth portfolio. Want only dividends? Click the video on screen to see how much you need to invest in SCHD to retire in 30, 20, or 10 years from now.